What's going on? Just getting everything set up. To testing. Okay, I think the audio is working now. Sweet. Um, What's going on? I'm just getting some files ready to cut and engrave. And I'm going to clean that up in a bit. We've got a Christmas design here with some geometric shape backgrounds. Just got to get our settings squared away. Let's see, 10,000, 40%. 40%. Cut is going to be 800 at 80%. Our score Alright, we got all our layers squared away. I do want my cut layer to be on the bottom, so let's shift that down. And let's get this set up for a 11 3/4 by 11 3/4 board. Actually, let me change this mic here. Let's see, input, testing, ready mic, testing. No, it's oh. Testing. Alright, now I got two mics going, so alright, that should just be this mic here. Hopefully that's working. Alright, back to our light burn. So we want this to cut on an 11 3/4 by 11 3/4 board. So I'm just going to create a rectangle, holding shift, pull that out to any size. We're going to put that on our toolpath, which is T1 over here. And since we held shift when we made that, it will be a rectangle, so we'll just put 11.75. That'll change our other setting. And I do have my laser bed already set up, so as long as I align this to one block and one block approximately, I should be good to go. And I just want this to be as tight as it can get. Okay, let's get our wood and we will see what we can cut. Alright. Just using simple 1/8 inch 3mm ply. I'm going to frame this out first. Looks good. Now we'll just run it. Alright, now that's running, I'll just clean up shop a little bit. So recently I got this new rig microphone and I've got it set up on my desk over there. We'll see how it works out today. And it comes with all these extra little goodies, so I have to find a home for all this stuff. Screws and bolts and wires and hubs and everything else. So this and this are current setup for this evening. Got our fan kicking on there. Alright, what's everybody else up to this evening? Concurrent chat views. Let's see. Gauge your audience. Alright, well, while this one is burning and getting ready, we should probably get another one ready to follow that one up. So at least we can make some use of our time here. Before I leave, let's save this one. And open the other one I've been working on. Let's see, I had a book around here. Alright, same as before, just going to get this ready. So blue we're going to do 6,000 by 40. Red 8,000 by 60. And the cutting we've been doing at 800 at 80, because right now if I set my laser to anything higher than 80%, it's been cutting out because I've got an issue with my power supply, so hopefully they resolve that soon. Alright, so we just want to set this up for 11 3/4 by 11 3/4. And like I said, if I have my honeycomb bed right now is pretty much laid up on this first square and that's bottom square, so if I have this set up there or somewhere near there. No, audio is low. Alright, hold on. How about now? Is it a little bit better now? Oh shoot, no, it's this mic. Hold on. Alright, is that better? Is the audio better now? I was trying out this new rig, but I think this is better for like a closed studio. I can't really figure out how to boost the audio on that. A little bit better. Alright, well, I don't want to turn it up, crank it up too much, but Let's see. All right, that should be good, but I'm sitting right next to the machine and right next to the fan. All right, so we're getting... Yeah, right? All the machines that you need to run the other machines get it a little loud. And I don't want to do that. I'm just laying up some of the designs that I was working on this week, or actually last week. I just didn't get a chance to cut them. Seems like every weekend I'm working on something. I did finally get the video, the full-length video of how to make the Christmas stocking ornament. So that's going to go live Wednesday. All right, let's see if I can figure it. Change. Okay. Actually, let me move this out of the way. All right, so I've got a lot of cut pieces there. So a trick that I've learned, if I can figure out which button to push, that's good, is blue or green painter's tape. Now, if I could find the painter's tape, because I was actually painting this weekend, and the way I clean up is not always the best. It's usually on a hook. Oh, and I put it down on my table saw. Yeah. Oh, sweet. You got a couple of my designs? Yeah, so I was painting this wall right here. This is going to become my live streaming station, if there is such a thing, but I figured I needed a dedicated spot. So I got the monitor here, I got my laptop, I got this. Yeah, pile everything together. It looks great. Alright, so what I found is, so I've got a lot of these little pieces here on my cut, and I don't want to pick it up because it'll just drop right into my honeycomb. So I'm going to take a couple of these pieces. I'm just going to push that down. I'm going to push that down. And hopefully, if everything goes to plan, which it hardly ever does, I won't lose any pieces. Right? All those pieces are still together. Well, let's see if we can change the camera on the machine. So many things going on. Come over here and we will work on assembly. But this is the piece I need to cut. So let me get this in the machine and we'll cut this one while we assemble that one. And we will just start rocking and rolling on these Christmas ornaments. Okay, that looks good. We're going to send that. Come on, where's my mouse? Here we go. Yeah, see, this wasn't supposed to be up there, but anyway. It's not supposed to be it's supposed to be the other screen. Over here. There we go. Perfect. Now you can watch that while we assemble this piece over here. Okay, so we got our background and we've got all our pieces that are together. So if we're slick about this, we can actually put it together all at once. But I don't know if this is actually going to work. So the only one I really want to pull out is the center of this A. Before I even get started, one more important tool that I need to grab. Anytime you're working with these, you want to have these really skinny tweezers. So let's see if this works. Thing is, you got to go very fast with this, or you end up gluing your engraving to your backer board, which is never preferred. I'm just putting a little tiny dot of super glue. And I guess if I really wanted to be fancy, I could have busted out my 3M. But this should work. As long as I'm fast enough. I don't know if I'm going to get fast enough. This may turn into a mess. Yep. See, this is why we try these things before we record them. Come on, there you go. Ha! I can't believe that worked. Well, sort of worked. If I was a little faster, it would have worked. But I'm impressed with that. Let's see, oh, no. Take that back. All these letters just fell off. Oh man, I thought I had it right there. Well, try some new things. You'll learn some new things. And learn that I'm not fast enough to glue that all in place. Almost got it all. Now you just have to feel like a serial killer writing a ransom note or something. Piece all these little letters together. I need to make this font bigger. This is too small. I don't really like this delicate stuff. But people, that's what people buy. They love the intricacies of this kind of stuff. You know what they say, if it was easy, everybody would do it. At least that's what I say. Oh shoot, I'm losing the chat. Yep. Yeah, okay. Ow. I think the only thing I lost was the Y. Yeah, I'll have to recut that Y. Not terrible. See if we can recut that Y. This way. AI is sleeping on me. All right. What's going on, Natalie? If you're still here, I don't know if you're still here or not. I tried to watch your premiere earlier, but it was at 5 o'clock and I had to get in the car and drive home. Fuck, and I had to get in the car and drive home. Fuck, and I had to get in the car and drive home. Fuck, and I had to get in the car and drive home. Fuck, and I had to get in the car and drive home. Fuck, and I had to get in the car and drive home. Fuck, I've got 3 lasers. I've got 3 lasers. The laser that's running right now is a long. The laser that's running right now is a long. The laser that's running right now is a long. The laser that's running right now is a long. The laser that's running right now is a long. The laser that's running right now is a long. The laser that's running right now is a long. The laser that's running right now is a long. The laser that's running right now is a long. The laser that's running right now is a long. The laser that's running right now is a long. The laser that's running right now is a long. Alright. Alright, is there still an echo now or no? Oh, there might be an echo. Alright, there shouldn't be an echo now, hopefully. Okay. Still learning how to do live streaming, and audio sources and all that is not the most easy thing to figure out. But I've got the longer B1 40 watt with the longer extension legs, so I can do 30 inches by 18 inches. And they sent me the rotary tool and the camera, but I haven't actually hooked the camera up yet, so I've got to try that. And they sent me an enclosure, but their enclosures are only for the smaller unit, not for the longer extensions, so I can't really use it, so it's just stuck up in my garage somewhere. And I've got the Creality Falcon 212 watt. This one I purchased about 2 years ago. This is what I started to teach myself all the diode and the light burn. And then I also have an Algo DIY MK2 kit that was sent to me last year. So far I'm really digging this longer. This is doing everything I want it to do. I can cut 1/2-inch walnut in about 2 passes. The Creality Falcon, this one is actually a solid machine as well, because this came pre-assembled. There was no assembly required. The longer and the Algo I had to put together. But as long as you take your time, it's not difficult putting those together. All right, let's see. All right, let's see how this one came out. Turn that machine off right now. I think some of my cut layers may have been X-Tool, Omega. Yeah. I was looking at the X-Tools. They just were not in my budget. All right, let's leave that be and see about putting this one together. Oh, I gotta recut that. Okay, that's good. Yeah, some of this cut when it shouldn't have cut. My windmill didn't come out. I mean, it came out, it's just all cut. Well, shoot. That one's got to go back to the drawing board. Would have been a nice design too. All right, well, again, that's why we test these things before we put them for sale. Huh? All right, so I've got two designs now that need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe we can cut a third design. One of these designs is going to work. I know it. Oh, that's just the background. All right, so this is just a simple design. F4. All right, let's change this on up a little bit. Well, no point of having that microphone out there if I'm not using it. Okay, so flat designs are okay, but I mean they cut quick, but they're just flat. They don't have any depth. So I'm going to center this design, and we're just going to do a small little offset, and we'll just make this 2 layers. Go inward. Drag this out to 1/2 inch. And offset again. Okay. This guy, I always do that. Instead of hitting escape, I always drag that. Right, so vertically align everything. Drag this down till it touches. Weld these two together. Control D to duplicate. Move that over. And delete this. Perfect. All right, so if we just drag this down here, we should be good as long as we're within 1 and 1. Just drag this one over a little bit. And let's change, so what do we got? 6,000 by 40 and 800 by 80. Let's get another piece. home this. Oh, turn the machine back on. So what do you cut with all of your X tools and Ohm Tech 80s? That 80 watt. I mean, shoot, you got to have that and actually well ventilated and everything else. Making a lot of ornaments or all right, let's save this design here. Oh, the sublimation. Yeah, my wife was messing with sublimation too. Craft fairs are fun. Nick and I did a few last year. I'm not sure if we're going to sign up for some this year or not. Doing the tutorials and everything, it just, that takes up a lot of time. And I still got a whole bunch of car work to do. Got to change out an engine oil cooler this weekend and got to do brakes on Nick's Tacoma one of these weekends. And eventually we got to get back to working on the Pontiac. But I got to clean my shed before we get to that. Okay, here's another design. Let's see, 5 minutes. Oh no, I didn't change my cut. I get my cut settings correct. So 800. I hope these people message me back about this power supply because I don't like if I can cut at 100%, I can cut quicker. 6040. Yeah. Okay. I have. I have used Creative Fabrica. Um, Actually, I'm an affiliate for Creative Fabrica. They reached out to me maybe 6 months ago, and I didn't really do much with them, but I love taking their fonts because all their fonts are royalty free or yeah, royalty free. Um, some of their designs are okay, but I don't know. They've got so much stuff on there. Plus, it's really hard for me to promote Creative Fabrica too much when I'm trying to make my own designs for sale. But I get it. I mean, you got to get your designs where you can get them. Yeah, if you get you sign up for a month and you get $9.99, you get download. I didn't even know they had all these 3D stuff in here. I had no idea. Haven't been on there in a while. Probably got to get my 3D printer up and rolling. This is some neat stuff. Let's see, what's their laser files? You know, that's what I wanted to find too. I wanted to find a laser file of like a toy or something that's small that I can use on my scrap. Toys and games. How come I went to knitting? Okay, the 47 a year, yeah. Yeah, I became an affiliate and then actually my wife and I talked about it briefly and then she signed up and she was paying 47 when I'm an affiliate, which is like it's crazy. So she's paying $47 and I'm an affiliate and she didn't even use my affiliate link. I was very mad. But yeah, I agree with you. It is worth the 47 to be able to download whatever you want. We do have a lot of nice files, like certain things like that I don't want to look for or even design. Like I downloaded one of their pencil layouts. So for the number 2 pencils where you can etch on them, they had a little file that you could download and use. So that worked out well. So what was I looking at? Reprint, 3Ds, laser cutting, poison games, poison games. Need something I can cut. Oh, maybe these tops, spinning tops. This is really what I wanted, some of these airplanes. I like to cut that on a lot of my scrap so I can give it away. No, she's not even using my affiliate link. Every year she pays $47 and I don't get the whatever the kickback is. All right, so this design is coming along. I think it's got another 2 minutes left to do. And we'll try this deer one and I might call it quits after that for the live stream. I just want to get out here and cut some designs, and I figured if I'm cutting designs, I might as well go live, right? Yeah, you can go on Creative Fabrica too and find a lot of the 3D print and the sublimation stuff for like cups. I downloaded some of the laser cup designs, but I didn't have much luck with it. I'll move this closer here. I'm not putting anything together just yet. I'm not gonna move this. There we go. Yeah. I had a have you done a lot of cups? Well, you have that 80 watt CO2. That probably is a little bit better at cutting cups. So my problem is trying to actually figure out where the image is going to align for like the cups that go 360. Haven't quite worked too much with the what do you call it? The jaws. Yeah, next board to go up. What I need to figure out too is I need to figure out how to go live on YouTube and also go live on TikTok. So I could, because there's a way where OBS can do both, but I haven't figured that out yet. I'm not really sure. Well, probably the best place for this thing. I'm trying to figure out the best place for this camera. Now that I'm thinking about it, best place might be on this side, so I'm not constantly looking at the monitor and then turning around to look at something else. So if I put it right there, I'm basically using it as a webcam, but it can still track me. That's probably going to be the best. If I lower this down a little bit. See, it's all a learning curve here. That's why you're not on the other side of the garage. On the F1. Yeah, see, I've done a little bit of glass because I had a CO2 putter that I got from eBay maybe 6 years ago. And I did a little bit of glass with that. Next to F1. I just want to look at that. So it's the F1 Ultra that you've got? Jesus. It's a $4,000 machine, man. Oh no, I think this is a kit. Oh yeah, that might be the kit. Hold on. Okay, here it is, $1,000. So it's the F1 2-in-1 dual laser engraver. But that is a fiber laser, right? Yeah. F1 Lite, F1, and F1 Ultra. So which one of those do you have? You got the original F1. So that's 10 watt, 2-watt fiber. All right, this is almost done. Got to work on my ventilation. It's not really the best. All right, let's grab that off of. Alright, so this is what I do. Alright, so that's that one there. So I'm just gonna go get some alcohol. Oh. With a skid steer, had a stroke, and sold it all and bought 3 lasers with it instead. Shoot, man, sorry you had a stroke, but skid steers are fun. I know that from experience. But no, I get it. Having lasers, that's more of a, not as, I mean, loading and unloading. We're driving around is fun, but it's all the other. Yeah. So I'm going to just get some alcohol with isopropyl alcohol and clean up that little bit of scorch marks. I'll get some super glue on this.
To transfer, I think what happened was I set up an auto payment to a city credit card, but I used the wrong bank account.
Yeah, it's still recording. I gotta hit the be right back button.
So I was gonna Zelle the money, but I need you to set up Zelle in either Achieva or Wells Fargo so that I can send it to you. You have to decide. You get an Achieva because you don't log into Wells Fargo, or
Yeah, I don't log into Wells Fargo.
set it up in Achieva.
I don't know how to do that.
Wells Fargo.
Hmm. Yep. All right. And we got our cleaned up ornament there. I think this AI tripod is getting confused with all the smoke. So we'll get this on the website tomorrow. Probably put that in the laser lab as a free SVG file. I think I'll only put it on in the school community as a free file, and I'll put it on the website as a paid file. Try to see how many people actually go to that SVG vault. A little test. Put a little coupon code out there. No, I've never actually used the borax spray. I always just use the isopropyl. I just use the alcohol. So I just wipe it down and it comes right out. Or sometimes what I do too is I will just run it with sandpaper, 220 sandpaper real quick, and that cleans it up as well. But I got my little palm sander, my little 20-volt Craftsman palm sander. I just keep it with the, yeah, 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 it came out pretty good. Definitely see it's a deeper engrave, but it takes a while. How long does it usually take when you're doing that fiber laser? Because that's my next jump is I got the 12-watt diode, now I got a 40-watt diode. I'm gonna try to get a fiber laser. And by get, I mean I'm gonna hopefully get a sponsor that sends me a fiber laser, because I found people to send me so much stuff I don't really want to pay for anything nowadays. Oh, the F1 isn't fiber? I thought it was. I thought that's why they have the F in it, because it's fiber. Let me see. Oh, is it the 10-watt X-Tool F1 Lite? Is that what it is? Blue light and infrared. That's similar to the We Create Lumos. I one time they were in talks with me to try to send me one of those, but they backed out on that, so I missed that opportunity. I'll tell you what I do have. I don't know if you've ever used these or engraved on these. Let me get my knife. So I don't know if it was last week or the week before, if you were here or not, when Jack in the shop was on our live. He was talking about the metal business cards. I bought them. So they kind of came a little dinged up. Hopefully they're not jacked up from Amazon, because everything comes from Amazon these days. But I've never actually engraved on one of these metal plates before. They're all different colors. I don't know why they're mixed in a pack. I thought, don't tell me all these packs are going to be mixed. The welder. Yeah, see, I want a CNC too. Oh, tell me all these packs are. I think that was what I talked about with Nick last year. Was the CNC was going to be my next jump, but I continued with lasers because sometimes you just got to stick with what you know. Have you ever cut on any of these metal cards before? You have some of these cards? I mean, they look pretty cool. What settings do you usually set them at? I've been looking at the Fox Aliens. They look really interesting. If I did get one, I'd probably get the Fox Alien, just because it's almost like a maker style one. It's a really thin card. What do you think the settings have to be for this card? I don't want to cut right through it. Let's save this. It's scary to learn. Years and years ago, probably 19 years ago, I had the Craftsman Cartwright CNC machine, which was the box, and now they're calling it the Rivian or Raven or something. I don't even know. Um, but that took a little bit of a learning curve to figure out. All right. Oop, I lost a star. Alright, let me try to glue this together here. Come on, I'll go for a walk. Oh, it's getting a little chilly. Alright, let's see what we can damage. Oh, that's not gonna work. What'd I do? This needed to be solid. I cut this out wrong. Shoot. Well, this is gonna be 3 layers now. No, I just cut it wrong. Alright, we gotta cut one more thing. We'll get it. Talking and I got distracted. Come on. Ooh. Okay. I gotta load this back up. I got one more cut to make. Got distracted. Gotta make our. This was supposed to be over here. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Wait. Well, my F1 10 watt, 60% power, 400 speed. S1 40 watt, 21% power, 360 speed. That doesn't seem fast enough. Do you have those set up as CO2 though, right? Are you doing millimeter per minute or millimeter per second? Because you can change that. So yeah, my machine I have is millimeter per second. Okay. Okay. Um, Hold on. So you got 40 watt, 360, 360 millimeter per second, 2 millimeter per minute is 21,600. Okay, I think my machine goes 3,000 or 30,000, so that should be. I don't think it's going to actually move that fast then. 600. Okay. Okay, let me glue this. Come on. Glue this together. And then we'll try a business card. All right. Let's try this again. Nope. Get the thing off the machine. All right. I'll get it. I'll get it here in a minute. Yeah. All right. That's what I'm working on here. All right. I think that one came out pretty good. All right, let's try that metal plate now. Okay. All right, so that's that one. Yeah, I think that came out pretty good. So now we got two. We got this one to go on the website. Stop moving around. We got that one. All right, but right now we're going to try this metal plate. Very thin. How do you do what? How do you make these designs? Come on, man. You missed it. We were working on it earlier. Here's our design here. Put this together too. And let's just save this. All right, but right now we want to work on this card, so I need to, first I need to turn this machine off. It is so loud. Let me go measure this card. I think it's 2 by 3, but I'm not 100% sure. 2 1/8 by 3 3/8. All right, let's set up a tool path for 3 3/8 by 2 1. I don't think that worked. You haven't cut anything yet. Well, you got to get over to the website and download all the free files I offer, man. 1, 2, 5. Let's see here. 3. After the live. 3, 7, 5. Okay, that should be the right size. Nope, don't want another circle. All right. Let me see what kind of design I could put on here. My longer is a 40 watt. Yeah, it's their B1 40 watt, so it's 18 inch by 30 inch on the bed, and then it's a 40 watt standard diode laser. I need to find my design here. Google Drive, my drive, laser. I think I made a patch. Oh, that's my brand. What I call it? Hat patch, maybe? Leather patch? I'm terrible at naming things. I wonder if I saved it on the Google Drive. Maybe it's under a logo? Maybe it's on my desktop? Okay, it's got to be on Canva then somewhere, right? Okay, I think I found it. All right, I'm gonna just do my logo. And let's see, so just drag, drop that down there. Okay. Well, this is the first time I'm doing one of these. So you said you do, I don't need cut. Do fill. And you did, Sawyer, you said you do what? 20%. 20% power, and you do 360 on speed, but that's millimeters per second. So I'm doing millimeters per minute. So we said that was going to be. Anybody handy on what that conversion is going to be? 21,000. I don't think my machine moves that fast. But we will give her a go. Two minutes. All right, let's just bring this laser up so we can make sure, since this is small, we frame it correctly. Okay, that looks good enough for me. What do you use to clean the metal plates after it cuts? Do you use anything, or you just wipe it off, or? Maybe I shouldn't have done black. Maybe I should have done another color. Well, I guarantee it's not going to be right the first time, so I'll probably have to do another color. What color do you think I should try? Just wipe it off? Alright. Maybe I'll try red next. I mean, it's just supposed to be silver on the core, right? We're just etching the paint off, I think. I don't know. I think I bought 200 of these things. I want to try doing slate coasters next. I think they'll be cool. But my wife asked me too. She was like, "Well, are you gonna sell the slate coasters, or are you just gonna make the slate coasters?" And I wasn't sure, so I don't want to buy 60 coasters and not sell them. I guess I'm gonna have to go to a craft show. I mean, it looks decent from here, but I can't really tell until it comes off, I guess. Do you do both sides of the metal cards? Mesmerizing. Should have my safety glasses on. There we go. Now the screen looks weird. You done both sides? All right, so it doesn't usually go through. Oh yeah, Natalie is awesome over at Joy. What is it? It's Sparks of Joy. Yeah, yeah. She just had a premiere video go out too. She does a lot of decoupage. Not go through. Need a fiber laser to do that. I don't know, man. Did I show you my cup that I did? Here, let me show you the cup I have. So that's my test cut, and that punched through that. And this side wall is a lot thicker than that material is. Oh, I don't think I was lined up totally on that. Yeah, man, you get on there and do some live streams. I'll head over there. Or actually, maybe we could do like a joint live stream. That'd be pretty cool. This way, instead of having to rush over and read the screen, we can actually just chat to each other. I'd be down for that. They have that collab thing. You really do need a jig to figure this out. Well, I guess what I could do, if I cut the size of the card on the wood, then I can tape that down to the wood for now. That'll align everything correctly, right? Oops. All right, this is what we got here. Let me wipe this off. %, power, 300 speed. See, I'm glad you looked that up because I didn't. But it's weird. It looks good in the center. So had that at 20%, but see, the edges don't really line up. Check. Oh, you gotta ask Sawyer too, though. I even said that I bought these cards because of the discussion we had, and now I got all these colors. We're just messing around here, man. See, it's late though, man. It's already 8 o'clock. I wasn't gonna stay on until I was gonna cut out around 8:30. So we got this design that was done. We got that design that was done. And then I feel like there's another design, right? Oh yeah. We had this one here that was done, but I lost the Y in way. I gotta change the font. It's just too small. It came out alright, I think. Alright, but I need to adjust for these cards that I got. One, I don't think I had my size, or my layout wasn't right. So I think what I'm gonna do is put a piece of wood down and then cut the outside. We're sold out. That's awesome. So I think what I'm gonna do is pull all this up to here. I'll put that, I'll put anything else on this. All right, so now if I tape the card down to that square, I should be good. Oh, I already scratched up the other side. And Sawyer, you said 100% power with 300 speed, but we got to convert 300 millimeters per second to millimeters per minute. 300 would be 18,000. All right, so let's get 18,000. Oh, here, we can. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There we go. I think that. Well, now you're looking at me twice. There we go. 18,000. We're gonna figure out this live stream thing. 18,000. You said 100%. Well, I can't go 100% or my power supply will cut out. So I'm gonna go 80%. My rep Jenny at Longer hasn't hooked me up with a new power supply yet. All right, let me get some tape. Take this down. I scratched up the back of that card a little bit. All right, let's home it out. That was directly from the Longer B140 website. Well, that's not how I got mine set up, man. Let's see. Should I change mine? I could change mine. Well, it says millimeter per minute is better for a diode. Better for CO2 is millimeter per second. Well, let's change it. Well, see, it changed to 300. See, my math was right. Don't act like my math wasn't mathing. Now I'm just hitting the wrong buttons. Probably should have lowered my laser. Too late now. Uh-oh, my battery's gonna die. Let's see how much power I got left in my battery. 10%. All right. You guys watch that burn. Make sure nothing happens. Yell if something does. I'm gonna go get my power supply. Be right back. All right, I am back and I got power. My battery on my Mac is going to die. It's getting chilly too. I might have to get a jacket. How we doing? Are we burning up yet? I think that looks okay. I want to slow it down. What do you think? Eight? Well, I don't know. It looks like the card's kind of curling though. 46 degrees. Are you kidding me? Now I feel terrible complaining about my 60 degrees or 70. It was 70 degrees today, 75. Hmm. All right. So let's come on. There we go. Do you guys get warping on your cards? Because this card is all bent up now. How do I avoid the warping? Faster speed or lower? Maybe I got to hit it twice at lower power and faster speed. I mean, it looks good, but it's bent. 0.2 mil. I don't know. I bought whatever ones you told me to buy, Jack. Let's see. Amazon. Let me go to my order history here and see what they gave me. Yeah, 0.2 mil. Go faster. Well, the machine don't go any faster. I don't think it goes faster. Lower the power. Yeah. So I was at 80%. Go about 40. What color do you think I should try next? Oh, so this is going to be should I just do a test run? Maybe I should use colors I don't like. Let's go pink. We'll do pink. Different settings. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. I don't want to use a different color. Different settings for different colors. Are you serious about that? Or are you just pulling my leg? What about matte black versus gloss black? I got both colors here. So I try. Black is black. No, I mean I've got flat black and I've got gloss black. I got both colors here. Black is black, but pink isn't. Well, I'm gonna try the pink. We'll try that and then we'll run again. Oop, nope. Stop, stop, stop. I gotta home the machine first. Gloss doesn't matter for the diode. So what day and time is best, do you guys think, for live streaming? Because I've just been going live whenever I got time. I've been, crap. Stop, stop, stop. I want to lower that laser too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, well, that fight actually seemed to be pretty good. Red is the hardest. All right, well, it looks like I got one of these black ones here that is a little jacked up. So, this one already out of the box has like a couple of scuff marks on it. So I'll try this one next. I don't know. This actually seems to be going pretty well. 7, 8 o'clock. Yeah, that could work. So usually Wednesdays and Thursdays are days when I don't have much going on, so I could pretty much live stream at any time. I think later might be better, but I'm not 100% sure. If I was to continue with doing like Mondays and Tuesdays, it would have to be later in the evening, more like maybe not 8 to 10, 9 to 10. I don't know. I don't understand how some of these people can go live streaming during the day. Like, there's one guy I know, he live streams at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, I can barely even tune in for that. Yeah, 7 to 8 seems like a decent time. Wednesday, 8 p.m. I'll be watching IDC Woodcraft. So that's when he goes live? Maybe I'll tune in. I think I looked him up before. Somebody else, maybe it was you that mentioned him before. I don't know if I'm subscribed to him. Let me check. '93 subscribers. No, I'm not subscribed to him. Oh, he does CNC stuff. That's probably why I haven't subscribed to him. I don't have a CNC machine yet. Oh, you were on their program twice? That's cool. I think one of those is one I tuned in for. Or I caught it after the fact. Was it? It was him and there was a woman on that joint too. I remember there being like 3 screens on that show or on that broadcast. I don't know how this one's going. I guess you don't know until you clean it up. Liberty. Hmm. All right, so not Wednesdays at 8. Maybe Thursdays or Fridays. I don't know. Saturday I got, yeah, wild color hair. Saturday I got to replace the engine oil cooler on my Dodge Grand Caravan. And actually I started a brand new channel for all the mechanical stuff. So I got a little GoPro harness, and Nick and I will be elbows deep inside of an engine, which it's not the first time we've replaced it. We made the mistake of buying a cheap one on Amazon for like 50, $60. Well, it didn't last. So now we have a OEM style one, which is a few $100s. Hopefully this one lasts more than 8 months. 3DHB. See, I don't want to compete with all these people, man. Jack, I want you to tune into mine. So let's say Thursday or Friday, on Monday or Tuesday. I think Thursday or Friday would be probably a better day. Well, shoot, man, you just have your whole schedule out there. Wait, so you're watching it or you're actually on it? You're free Mondays? All right, I think this one came out good. I don't even know if I have to clean this out. Look at that, and that's straight. There's no warping or anything. I think that's the perfect setting. So I'm going to hit this just with a little bit of alcohol and see if any of that material comes off. Oh, where'd you go? Come on. Hey, AI, wake up. Come on. There you go, little buddy. All right, I cleaned that up. A little bit of material came off. And I think this looks really good now. So, have you guys ever tried to put a QR code on the back of one of these? I'm wondering if they'll actually scan. Yeah, so I got to get my little pen and paper out, or pencil and paper out. This is where I write down all my settings. So this is ornaments. And we got metal cards. Fill is 18,000 by 4 by 40. Well, yeah, I have material library, but I like to write everything down. I'm that kind of guy. I've only used the material library a handful of times. The problem is, so my libraries were in my Google Drive, and it doesn't like being shared between my laptop here and my laptop there and my desktop over yonder. So every time I try to access it from multiple computers, it hangs up a little bit. I should just make a dedicated one on each computer. Lightbird project. Wow, that's smart. That's really smart. I should start doing that when I package everything up for the files I'm selling. All right, so let me make this into a toolpath and lock this real quick. But the question is, have you guys done a QR code on this material? Does it read? Does the phone read it? You have? Okay. All right, let's try to make one. QR code. Let's get my website. Or should I do the web? I should probably do YouTube. Okay. There we go. Light burn. Come on. I don't usually use this QR code creator. I guess that's just fine. Error correction level. What do you guys usually leave this at? Or do you just leave that at 0? At low? Oh, let's put another one. I don't know. Error correction level. So if I move this up, this QR code changes. Oh no? Yeah, if you just go to tools, create barcode right there. And then you can change it too to be a QR code or any of these other codes. So you can do ISBN and put in any sort of barcode to scan. Keep it on very high. Okay. You like to make your own, yeah. Well, I don't know. I've used this before. It works out pretty well. All right. Where did I put my card? There it is. Okay, let's home this machine. I think once this is done, though, I think I'm going to have to call it a night. 2 minutes. You scanned it with your phone? Good. I'm glad because I can't scan anything with my phone right now. Using my phone as an additional little camera here. Oh. All right, so we got the machine homing. Says it's going to take about 2 minutes to cut. And you already scanned it, so we should be good to go. All right, so once that's done, like I said, I'll probably call it a night. I may be back on Thursday or so. I got the new video coming out on Wednesday. Be sure to tune in for that. That's going to be the family ornament with the stockings. So that'll be free on the website just for the 1 week, and then it'll turn into a paid file. And like I said, I think I'll put this file, one of these two files I worked on today, either that one or this one, in the school community. So if you aren't over there yet, just sign up. It's free. So I'll put a QR code for this so you can check it out. Oop. How do I get through it now? Oh, gotcha. So do you guys coat these with anything? Because I did notice that these do scratch fairly easy. Only to the school. Okay. That's cool. I appreciate that. You don't coat these or anything? Because I could see already that just me playing with this, I'm scratching it up a little bit. So I didn't know if you put a clear coat or anything. Well, it's a neat little concept. So what do you guys do? You just make your business cards out of these, or do you make these for sale? Do people buy these from you already done up? I mean, I got 100 of. Well, I guess I got 98 of them now. It's looking good already, just on that pink. The .8 millimeter card. See, I didn't even realize there was a difference in. I mean, I understand that there's a difference in the material, but so what do we type in here? Metal business card blanks, but we want .8. Do you just get the black cards? Oh, here it is. .8 is $20 for 40 cards. Guess I should have typed in here .8. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, these are all mostly black or silver. They're not all the colors like the one I picked up. We only use the black ones, yeah. No, these were $17 for what, 100 cards, 200 cards? I don't even know what I bought. 200 cards for $17. So, I mean, to play around with it, it's not terrible. Right? Only the good customers get the .8. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, let me go clean this one up. All right, we got the front, and then we got the back. But I'm not sure if that back is actually going to scan. It should. I like the fact that these didn't bend though. That was good. Good call on dialing that down. Oh, it did scan? Awesome. All right, guys. I'm going to go inside and maybe make a cup of coffee because I'm cold, and edit some video and edit some more of these designs. I got to just change the font on that one, get a couple more done up, and maybe I'll try to see if I can go live on Thursday evening because I think Jack doesn't have anything he's tuning in until on Thursday. So I know Mondays he's free, but maybe Thursday he'll be free too. Maybe we'll try to go a little later going on. But until next time, appreciate you guys tuning in. And yeah, talk to you soon. Yep, good chat with you too, man.
What's going on here? Ready for food?
Totally.